All right, everybody, welcome to Hangar 18, the historic episode number 49. And I'm hearing a little bit of echo on Dreadwin's in there. So,
What?
yeah, a little echo action.
Try that. I have headphones on, so it shouldn't be echoing.
I can't hear it now. A little
Okay.
bit, but okay, all right, fuck it. Anyway, welcome to historic episode number 49. I'm your giant blue fucking kilt wearing stabby face motherfucker from another planet, giant alien killing machine. Thundercracker. With me, as always, is the great Southern baritone panty dropper, the Spock to my Kirk, the Gorn to my fucking hastily made musket. Dreadwin.
What's up?
All right. Yeah, so anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about some heavy metal news. We're going to review some songs. Then we're going to talk about a top 5 favorite shit. It's like we always do every fucking week. You haven't been paying attention, then fuck you. I just want to say one thing before we start here, a little PSA. Little fucking roadblock. And then like roadblock tells some kids some shit and they go, and knowing is half the battle type of PSA.
Right.
If you're going to be a dick to somebody, right? Just do it to their face, right? Don't drop these like subtle hints of like shit you were talking about behind their back with other people around them, right? Like that's happened to me a couple times lately. Like there's people that I'm in this group with and they keep like, they drop a hint like here and there that they were talking shit about me behind my back. I'm like, you know what? All the shit you could have talked about me pales in comparison to the stuff I imagined you said when I wasn't around, you know? So just, you might as well just fucking say it out in the open. You know what I mean? So yeah. Because like these people were like hinting that, I don't know, I take my Transformers obsession too far. You know?
Yeah.
So, welcome. Anyways.
Oh well.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? All right, so anyway, my heavy metal news this week is about a band called Decapitated.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they are apparently going to be extradited to Spokane, Washington. I don't know how this happens, but they were arrested in Santa Ana, California on alleged kidnapping charges. And I don't understand how it's just a kidnapping charge, since they are also accused of having gang raped a woman. I mean, you figure the gang rape would be in there somewhere too, but they're accused of kidnapping this woman, and I guess one's worse than the other.
Well,
but
the first bit of news I saw on it was the kidnapping charge, but then it like escalated to the other charge.
Because this right here is
afterwards.
Like in the same thing. It says they were arrested on alleged kidnapping charges. Then it says, according to court documents, they are being accused of gang raping a woman after a show on their bus. Apparently, only one of the members has agreed to a DNA test, and everybody's like, "Well, that means that they're guilty." Well, here's the thing: is they're not English speakers, so they had to have translators because they didn't know what they were being asked about. Right, so they're asking for Polish translators from the consulate because they don't even know what the fuck's going on, really. The band has, of course, denied it, and so has their publicist and all their backup people have denied it. And I'm honestly kind of shocked that it's taken this long for something like this to happen because, like, first of all, there's the new. I hate to say this because this is probably going to inspire a lot of butthurt, but there is a belief among certain feminists, and I'm not saying this is the case here, but there's a belief among certain feminists that if you have a sexual interaction with a guy and then you later regret it, that was rape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like, that might seem absurd, but that's a popular notion among certain feminists, right? So, and like, not only that, the debauchery that happens on tour buses is pretty notorious, right?
Yeah, and apparently there's witnesses that supposedly say that they got on and off the bus in good spirits, or that nothing was out of the ordinary.
Right. Yeah, I see this kind of shit like even in the microcosm of Judge Judy, I see shit like this where, like, there are two people that are at war with each other and they hate each other, but they still continue to deal with each other like, months later. I'm like, wait a minute. If you wanted to sue them over, defamation of character, why the fuck were you still like selling them cars, 3 months after that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly support your case. So that goes to what you're saying about them being in good spirits when they left the bus, right?
Yeah, supposedly or allegedly, I guess I should say.
If I just got my butthole violated by 5 dudes on a bus, I would not be like skipping and jumping around on the way out of the bus.
Yeah,
that's just me, I guess.
Well, again, allegedly, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, who knows what?
Actually
who knows what actually went on, right? Except the people that were there. And it'll all come out in court, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, decapitated. The entire band is in jail.
Why are they being expedited to
Spokane, Washington? I have no idea.
That doesn't make any sense because it happened in
Santa Ana, California. I'm totally with you, but I don't understand why. Maybe it's because their Polish consulate is closer to Spokane. Maybe, I don't know.
Huh? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it says they agreed to be extradited to Spokane. Maybe that's where it happened, was in Spokane, and then they were just arrested in California.
Maybe. Well, maybe so.
I don't know. Anyway, what's your heavy metal news? Hopefully, it's something more happy than that.
Okay, so remember a while back that we had the issue with I think it was the Kardashian girls doing the T-shirt crap.
Oh, I almost used this one. Yes.
All right. Okay. So apparently, Justin Bieber decided it would be a good idea. He's been spotted wearing some heavy metal shirts like Metallica and Ozzy shirts recently. Well, now what he decided to do was he collaborated with a high-end fashion retailer, Barney's of New York, to release, get this, a T-shirt which is literally a vintage Marilyn Manson design with a Justin Bieber logo slapped on it.
That seems a little bit like theft of intellectual property.
Yeah, just a little bit. And to top it off, they're selling it for a whopping. Want to take a gander at how much they're selling it for?
$100.
$195.
$195 for a heavy metal T-shirt with the fucking Bieber logo.
Bieber's name on it, right? And so Marilyn Manson obviously did not like that idea, and he spoke up. And let's see, Manson said, oh, here we go. This is an awesome quote here. So this is Manson speaking. He was already wearing the shirt that had his name on my shirt, and he said to me, I made you relevant again. So Manson says, bad mistake to say something like that to me. So the next day I told him I'd be at a sound check at Staples Center to do Beautiful People. He believed that I'd showed up because he was that stupid. And then he goes on to say, Manson goes on to say, he was a real piece of shit in the way he had the arrogance to say that. He was a real touchy-feely guy, too, like, yo, bro, and likes to touch you when he's talking to you. And I'm like, you need to stand down, son. You're like dick height to me, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, Manson noted that Bieber's team immediately contacted him to prevent any lawsuit and forked over a ton of money over the T-shirt issue. By the way, the actual Manson T-shirt can be bought at Hot Topic for a whopping $19.
Yeah, shocker.
So yeah.
although Marilyn Manson calling somebody arrogant is like me calling somebody a dick, because Manson's pretty arrogant himself, right?
It is, but it's funny to hear it from him.
It is pretty funny, and fuck Justin Bieber, and also fuck people who have no idea what heavy metal is but wear the shirts, right?
Yeah.
I saw a dude the other day who had an Iron Maiden shirt, and I could just tell by looking at the guy he had never heard a single lick of an Iron Maiden song ever in his life.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he had like he was wearing like Birkenstocks, and he had his Iron Maiden shirt tucked into his khaki shorts.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And then he had a man bun, too, no less, right?
He had the socks with the sandals.
He didn't have socks, but he was definitely wearing the lesbian Birkenstocks, right? All right. Anyway, well, fuck those people, and moving on to our reviews of songs. Our first band is a band called Jungle Rot. I can't believe we haven't gotten to Jungle Rot yet.
I know.
They're from Kenosha, Wisconsin, United States, formed in 1992. They probably
heavy metal epicenter known as Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. They probably know all kinds of shit about cheese. Anyway, this song is called Gasping for Air, and it's from their album Fueled by Hate. That's like the story of my fucking life right there. Fueled by Hate, 2004. My notes are as follows. Low guitars and pounding drums with a double bass blast. What's not to love? So, of course, the people in the comments were arguing about trivialities such as the album cover, because I guess it like resembles another album cover, some other band, I don't know. Anyway, the breakdown is heavy as fuck. Extremely simple song structure. Not every song has to be like an Yngwie Malmsteen fucking guitar masterpiece to get its point across.
Right.
Jungle Rot was founded in 1992 as a side project by Jim Hart and Joe Thomas, which those are the most Wisconsin names I've ever heard in my life.
Jim Hart?
Jim Hart and Joe Thomas.
Wasn't he a wrestler?
Probably. He's probably like member of the Hart Foundation.
The Hart Foundation, right?
Anyway, they're also members of the thrash metal act Prisoner. The band's name refers to jungle rot, an infection of the feet which people developed in the jungle when their military boots got wet and were left on. So apparently, like, being at war is like not good for your feet because like jungle rot and trench foot and everything, right? Anyway, gasping for air, I give it a 7.5.
Gasping for air. All right. First note was it reminds me a lot of Death Clock.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
All right. Like a sledgehammer. It ran like a steam train if it just laid down its tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to this song makes you feel like you could have an aeroplane flying if you bring your blue sky back. Because it's a sledgehammer.
Did you write a poem for this?
No, it's lyric for the song Sledgehammer.
Oh. Oh, you mean like
the Peter Gabriel song?
Peter Gabriel, yeah, it's just Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's
okay.
it. Yeah, as soon as I wrote Sledgehammer, that popped right in my head.
Call my name?
I hate that video, by the way, because it's all that stop motion crap, and it's like
that was big back in the day.
Yeah, I know, but like if you're prone to seizures, don't watch that.
Yeah, that or fucking Muppets of like Ronald Reagan.
But anyway, the breakdown in the song left me gasping for air.
Yeah, totally.
Solid heavy hitter.
Yep.
I don't have a lot of notes on the song itself, but it was a good, solid, scored a 7.5 on the Richter scale.
Symbiotic. All right, let's move on. Mystica Girls.
We've done this one before.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We've done this song before. As soon as I got like halfway in, I'm like, yeah, fuck, we did this song before.
Yep.
Mystica Girl, The Gates of Hell. The band was formed in Mexico City in 2005. Also formed in Mexico City in 2005 with a lot of diarrhea. This is the title track off their 2014 album. Okay, strange opening with a marching drum beat and what sounds like Gregorian chanting over top of it that goes into a trumpet fanfare and keyboards. And then it lasts for 90 seconds before they finally get down to doing some metal.
Yeah.
So right there, that's a knock against them, right? The first thing I noticed is the poor production value of the drums. They sound like they were fucking drumming in my friend Nate's garage. The singer can obviously sing pretty good. It just sounds like she's singing to a different song than the instrumentalists are playing to. I mean, you cannot mix thrash music with power vocals like that. You just can't do it. They're incompatible. Not sure what the artistic meaning of the dude that kept developing pictures in the background is, and it was kind of distracting, to be honest.
Yeah.
I almost bet that this band was put together by producers for eye candy value. Like they're like put out a call for, hey, can you sing? Can you play drums? Can you play bass guitar? Can you play lead guitar? And then they just picked the chicks out of the. They're like, all right, let's throw them together.
Yeah.
All right. The song is really too long, even without the super long opening. I give Mystica Girls, The Gates of Hell, a 6.5.
Yeah. Now I will say that I like the guitar player. Bass player was decent. The intro was way too long, like you said. It's like I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to do the the whole intro thing, atmosphere and all, but it's after about 30 seconds, you're just ready for the song to start.
Yep.
When it does start, the song does start off strong, and I remember now that this from the first time we watched it, the singer didn't do much for me either. She kind of sounds like she's talking instead of singing in some spots. It compared to the music, it just feels weak. It feels like she doesn't want to be there.
That's why I think they were thrown together, right?
Yeah. Not a lot of chemistry, it seems like. Music itself is pretty solid, and again, I'm with you too. I think there's supposed to be some ominous meaning behind the dude in the dark room playing with the pictures, but it doesn't really come through in the video, and just kind of completely distracts you from, is there supposed to be a story here? I don't know. Who cares? 6.5 on that one too.
Damn, Symbiotic again. Fuck.
Yeah.
Roll again. All right, and our next band is called Tear. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, warn you in advance. I really love the band Tear. I do. They're awesome. And they're from some Viking word on the Faroe Islands from 1998. And this is the song called Fields of the Fallen from their album The Lay of Thrym, 2011. First of all, the fact that the Chick band previous to this song had 21,000 views and this song had only 2,000 views is pretty much a sign of the impending apocalypse as far as music goes.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the music industry right there.
Yeah, pretty much. Tits ass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The name of the album comes from one of the best-known poems from the Poetic Edda called Some Viking Word, which means the Lay of Thrym. It's like, kind of looks like a PRMSKI, like a weird D with a cross on it, A.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that means. But anyway, the band is
runic.
The band is me neither. The band is sharp as ever with a tight riffage, blending perfectly with Harry Johansson's vocals. The tempo changes are fucking spectacularly well done and sharp, as they always are with Tear. The first solo is super short, but it had this echo effect, which was pretty rad. The second solo was goddamn epic. No other way to describe it. My favorite part of the song is easily the chorus, which is pretty common for me with Tear songs. I got addicted to Tear a long time ago from like a sampler CD from back when heavy metal magazines were still like made out of paper. And they sent out sampler CDs. Like, holy shit, this band's awesome. I was just sitting in front of my computer when I was listening to the song, but I was compelled to go and fuck up a British coastal monastery. Unfortunately, I died, and a Valkyrie picked my ass up and took me to the fields of Valhalla, from the fields of the fallen, and took me to Valhalla, where I drank mead from carved horn for all eternity.
Nice.
Yeah. 8.5. Tear, Fields of the Fallen, Dreadnought.
Sweet. Yeah, tight guitars. Big vocals. It's Viking metal. Like it, they're from the land of Vikings. What do you expect?
Yeah, Faroe Islands,
So this song starts off like a Viking, obviously, splitting skulls with his bloody axe on a battlefield of broken men. And then the solo rips in quickly to get this, tickle your testicles.
Ooh! Oh my God! You know what's really wait, hold on a minute, because we are super symbiotic today. Wait till you hear this thing I said later on, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Okay. Then when the main solo kicks in, it's a full-on sloppy blowjob for your ears. I feel like going on an adventure complete with Vikings, elves, and hobbits. It's a great solid song. My only knock on this song is I felt the chorus sounded, compared to the rest of the song, this chorus felt too happy sounding. It's like they switched to a major key all of a sudden, because major key has major keys and major notes, has more of an upbeat, happier
than a minor. Yep, I got you.
Vibe as opposed to the minor, and it sounds like the rest of the song is in minor, and then they switch to the major key for the chorus. So it just kind of.
I don't know shit about music. I don't know shit about music, and even I knew that.
Yeah, it just kind of contrasted with the lyrics and the rest of the music. But other than that, I really enjoyed the song too. I gave it an 8.5 as well.
God damn, that's 3 in a row, motherfuckers.
No.
I don't think we've ever had 4 in a row.
I think we're
going to continue that trend here, because I'm guessing we're going to diverge a little bit here.
Yeah, because I can't believe you put this song on here.
All right. Our next band is Blind Guardian from Krefeld, Germany, 1987. Mm-hmm. The song is called Mirror, Mirror, and the album is Nightfall in Middle Earth. And apparently Blind Guardian did like 3 whole albums based on Tolkien shit, right?
Yep. This one's based on the Silmarillion.
As soon as the first few notes were played, I knew it was in for a long power metal sphincter tickling. See, right there. Fucking symbiotic.
Yes.
Holy what the fuck is up with the more than one singer yodeling out that high-pitched nonsense? I do like the little Irish-sounding guitar flourishes, though, but the chorus of dudes whispering sensually to me, I could do without. Okay, even I will admit that the breakdown around 250 is pretty awesome and reminds me of what Munchkins would sound like if they had a power metal band.
Oh, God.
The album has been described as grandiose and influenced by progressive rock and has been compared to Queen's operatic approach with dense, choir-like vocal harmonies set against multi-swirling guitar part lines. Whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Music critics have noted the fast melodic guitar work and the use of folk instruments, flutes, violins, and other instruments. The album's songs are varied with quick-paced numbers, ballads, and operatic pieces. I can't deal with the fucking singing. I really can't. And power metal's bad enough with the singing, but then when you add two dudes doing it, it's like, oh my god.
It's just the one guy, but he does.
Oh, he's double tracked.
Yeah, kind of like what Phil does, and double tracks his vocals.
I don't know. It's like some big fucking greasy Italian dude giving you a rub down in a spa. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, I give it a 6.5 judgment.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's wrong. Yeah, this whole album is based off of Tolkien's. I always pronounce this wrong, but Silmarillion.
I know what you're talking about. It's like the one what he wrote after the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, it wasn't released until after he had already died. He had never finished it. His son kind of wrapped it up for him and released it.
AKA wanted money. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's one of those books that starts off, even if you are a Tolkien fan, it's a hard read to get through because like the first couple of chapters are all like lore, and like each paragraph is a new lore of new characters. So like within the first chapter, he introduces you to like 20 different characters and 10 different stories that you're supposed to, and you forget who's who and what's what and where is all this going, and yeah. Anyway, back to the album. Blind Guardian has stupendous guitar work throughout this album, throughout all of their songs, but this album in particular. Probably my favorite song off this album is the first one, Into the Storm. It's got some outstanding guitar work in it.
Sounds like a Garth Brooks song. Go ahead.
No, don't say that. But yeah, you kind of covered a lot of it with there's a lot of folk metal influence in there, and they used a lot of different instruments in accompaniment with the guitars and the drums and everything else. Hansi Kirsch is the singer, and he actually collaborated with, his name went right out of my head, dude from Iced Earth, John Schaefer, for the Demons and Wizards album.
But did he fall off of Nakatomi Towers?
No, he didn't. No. Okay. I was gonna write some notes, but then I was reading the comments and on the comment section for YouTube.
Right.
And I had to. These were just too good. I couldn't write anything better than this. So I just gonna write what this guy says. He said, "I was listening to this while shaving. It made me feel so epic that my pathetic lip fluff grew into an epic, luxurious beard. I also headbutted my mirror so hard that it broke the laws of reality and transported me to a land of swords and magic, where barbarians roam the plains, dragons rule the skies, and the village tavern has free interdimensional Wi-Fi."
Nice. Pretty good.
Anyway, I like this song. Screw you. 8.5.
Yeah, I kind of figured we would diverge on Blind Guardian a little bit. All right. Yeah. Moving on to a band called In Flames. They were formed in Jesper Stromblad. That's right. They were formed by Jesper Stromblad in 1990 in Gothenburg, Sweden. And this song is called Take This Life, and it's from their album Come Clarity 2006. My notes are as follows. I am intrigued by this helicopter and siren opening. Fuck, it's over. It lasted about 2 seconds. Yeah. Holy fuck, that main riff line is fucking fantastic and is the perfect blend of bass drum and lead. These guys are dressed like typical fucktard college edgelords, yet they are ripping it the fuck up, which is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the dudes are like in like flannel shirts and stuff, and not even like the cool Seattle flannel shirts. Just like I don't know. Anyway, the chorus is a bit unexpected and jarring, and the drummer looks like he's bored. He looks like he's just bored. The song "Take My Life" was featured in Guitar Hero 3: Legends of Rock, and music videos were produced for the song along with Come Clarity. I would be pissed, I gotta say, if I was trying to drive and there was a band blocking my way, like just playing music in the road.
Yeah.
Even if they were a good band, like even if it was Slayer, I'd be like, "Hey, Slayer, can you get out of the fucking way? I gotta get somewhere." Anyway, In Flames Take This Life, I give a 7.0.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'd hate to live in a city where they're filming movies all the time or stuff like that, because
Oh yeah, go around because we're filming a movie. How about
blocked
die?
off all the time. Yeah, jeez. I don't have a lot of notes on this one. It's pretty standard, straight up metal. What they do. Don't listen to this when you have a migraine, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dun 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 dun.
How's it go one more time?
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. The singer was so funny, I guess, and like funny in a bad way, because it looked like he was trying to act like Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, a lot of people in the comment section said he looked like Jonathan Davis.
Yeah, well, not even just the way he looked, but the way he moved, and kind of his whole movement and I don't know, body motion and everything. The way he's standing up there, he's doing the head bob thing like Jonathan Davis does, and he's got the goofy, button up shirt and with the dreads. And
Did he dream about sex all day?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. The breakdown at 2:20 was pretty badass.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, about 30-40 seconds, and then they went back to the dun 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 dun. The chorus, like you say, he's got the heavy growly vocals throughout most of the song, and then in the chorus section he kind of starts singing.
Yep.
So it's a bit jarring too. I give it a 7.0 also.
They were back to being symbiotic. See, if you hadn't just fucked up Blind Guardian, we'd have been totally symbiotic.
I'm not the one that screwed up on that one. Don't blame that on me.
All right. Okay. So here's the next band is called Creeping Fear, and they were formed in some French words, France, 2010. And here's the thing about this is, like, as soon as I saw the title of the song, "Swallowed by Death," I thought about like the Grim Reaper like blowing somebody. Like, it's swallowed by death. I know, right? Couldn't help it. Anyway, the album is called Onward to Apocalypse, released this year.
That's some mental image I can't get out of right now. Thank you.
No problem. He's doing his bony fingers around your shaft.
Stop it.
All right. I love that the opening is someone shooting a shotgun. Just like somebody just shooting a shotgun a couple times. That's like the opening. When listening to this song, I thought I heard a tiger in my closet, but it turned out to be a super tiger with a cape and a monocle and shit. It fucked me up. It fucked me up pretty good with its claws, but I managed to tame it with fruit roll-ups and soft talking. Okay, back to the song. I'm a fan of how they broke up the typical death metal blast beat with some syncopated drumming. The singing is okay, but he follows the rhythm section a little too closely for my taste, like constantly, right? I get, you want to sing along with the drum beat occasionally, but he just does it like the entire time.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. And when the guitar is basically following his voice, it sucked Monica Lewinsky style. The solo is fairly passable, but not the wet dream that many of the people in the comments thought it was. Not sure how this...
I read something about that, and I was waiting for this awe-inspiring, life-changing guitar solo, and it
was like, okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
Not sure how they went from shotgun sounds to a Greek/Roman style drum march in the middle of the song. Because that's what? The song reminded me a bit of Carcass, except awful. The Exit solo was pretty good, though. It was okay. I give them 6.5. They weren't all that great.
Yeah, pretty much straight up death metal. Nothing really like.
Bone Crusher just commented in our reviews. Yo. Yeah, yo back to you, Bone Crusher.
All right. Creeping Fear, Swallowed by Death. Pretty much just straight up death metal. Like I said, not a whole lot of variants or anything that jumps out and makes it stand out apart from all the other death metal that you listen to, So here's what.
Are you trying to say I listen to too much death metal? Is what you're trying to say?
No, I'm you as in you in general, not you specifically. You.
Oh, okay.
You as in everybody that listens.
I got you. I've taken
here's
classes on pronouns too. Go ahead.
Okay, here's what I wrote. Congratulations, you have entered the 5th circle of hell. Please be advised, we are not responsible for any lost or stolen severed limbs. Please hold any and all questions until the end of the tour. To your left, you'll see the pit of Hades, where lost souls mosh in an endless barrage of broken limbs and blackened eyes.
Dude, that's pretty rad.
On your right is the Hall of Forearm Spikes. Bullet belts will be provided to those who do not have one.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Up ahead is our altar to the guitar solo. If performed on anything other than a flying V, you will be sent to the torture chamber, where you will be required to watch every episode of Jersey Shore while listening to Justin Bieber. Be advised, when selecting your guitar, black is the only appropriate color. Mm-hmm. This concludes our tour for today. If you'd like to read more, pull out your smartphones. The Wi-Fi password is... Just kidding. This is hell. There is no Wi-Fi.
Ooh.
6.5.
Hey, Symbiotic on that too. So look,
the song kind of sucked, so I just...
You fucked up one song and everything else Symbiotic. All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
So you just like kind of wrote a little story.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like something you listened to in hell, and because I felt like I was in hell listening to it.
All right, well, moving on to brighter pastures here. We had one viewer, we lost them apparently at the. They must have been fucking swallowed by death fans.
Maybe so.
All right. Anyway, our next band is a band
they don't like my poetry.
A little known band called Exodus. They were formed in 1979 in Richmond, California. This is from their album Exhibit B: The Human Condition.
This is the band that people go to get started for other bands.
Yeah, I totally mentioned that in my review too. Exhibit B: The Human Condition, released in 2010. The song is called Downfall. Fuck, I hate that guitar effect that they feature at the beginning of the song, but then it transitions into some good old thrashing. I just combined fashion and thrashing into one word. Good old fashioned thrash type structures. I love the downfall part where they like just have the word downfall like come across the screen.
Yeah. Like
a subliminal message. Like I almost had to fucking
and they're all singing it at the same time. So
yeah.
Just in case you can't tell what they're saying.
Yeah, I almost went out and like smoked a cigarette. Like I don't even smoke. Anyway, Exodus has 19 members, has had 19 members in its day, and the lineups read like a who's who of heavy metal from other bands, just like you were just saying.
Yeah.
Like everybody has been in Exodus. The fucking breakdown of this song is so fucking heavy that it might just cause the sun to collapse, and then the solo kicks in and sodomizes your ear butthole.
Oh God!
You can definitely tell that it's Gary Holt on guitar because it's pretty much his signature guitar. Holy fuck! That second breakdown is equally as heavy. When I go on trial, I hope my jury headbangs just as furiously as this jury was headbanging.
That was cool.
It was cool. Hey, I just realized that this dude who was like said yo was probably like he's in my the keywords I put Decepticons and Thundercracker and when he's probably like, this is about Transformers.
Wait, they're not talking about Transformers.
Yeah, what the fuck? All right. Guitarist Gary Holt commented on the band's intentions for the album cover as follows. We wanted to portray the violence of man at its finest, so we started with our own version of Leonardo da Vinci's sketch of Vitruvian Man, but done the Exodus way. I was pointed in the direction of Colin Lark's of Rain Song design for the cover, and he killed it. To me, the artwork represents man and his affinity for bloodshed, ignorance, and all-around ability to be led like sheep to the slaughter. Wow, how pertinent to today. This image fits the song on the record perfectly. The whole layout is going to be sick as the record itself. I can't believe that Gary Holt calls something sick. Like, is a good thing. Like he's some kind of skater dude. Anyway, the song is fucking amazing. The band is amazing. Come on, it's Exodus. I give it a 9.9.
Wow. Exodus. All right. So Exodus with this song has definitely read the Book of Thrash. And they passed their final exams with flying colors. They did their homework and pulled from the best of each chapter. Mm-hmm. While the song may not break any new ground or write any chapters of its own, it does include all of the sonic ingredients you'd expect and want in a thrash song. Blistering riffs, scalding solos, aggressive vocals, solid bass lines, lots of change-ups, and a badass breakdown, combined with lots of headbanging and the required use of flying V guitars. The only thing missing are the bullet belts.
Bullet belts and spike bracers. Yep.
Yeah. It had some great change-ups and some great riffs throughout. Solo was great. It was a great song. I gave it 8.5.
8.5. Well, that's close.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. A little changing gears here to an acoustic song. This song is called "Spoke in the Wheel" off of the album Sonic Brew 1998, which I believe is their debut album.
Yep.
Black Label Society, formed in Los Angeles, California by Zakk Wylde. All right, I have loved this song since the first time I heard it in college, and it always makes me think that everyone who is a dick will eventually get theirs and then fade into anonymity, which I think is kind of what the song is saying there. The song just goes to prove that everybody from a heavy metal band does not have to have distorted guitars and blast beats, and proves that these guys are genuine musicians, especially Zakk Wylde, for Christ's sake. The guy can sing, play guitar, play piano.
This song is pretty much all Zakk Wylde.
Right. Let's be honest here. The acoustic work on this song is fucking brilliant, and Zack's tortured voice, because Zack's voice sounds like, you know, somebody that just smoked like 14 cartons of cigarettes that morning.
Yeah.
It sets the correct atmosphere for the song. I give it a 9.5 driven.
Wow. I didn't like it quite as much as you, but I do like the song. I like this whole album. It's a soft acoustic piece, like you said. It shows off Zack's versatility. He sings with a soulful Southern vocal style that's very reminiscent of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Kind of like you said, just full of Jack and cigarettes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, totally.
It's a nice change of pace from the sheer brutality of the rest of the album.
You know what? He's like the male Janis Joplin.
Interesting comparison.
Well, yeah, Janis Joplin's got that husky voice, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Zack's an amazing musician, amazing guitar player, both acoustic and electric. I'll remember when his Book of Shadows album came out, his solo album. That was before he did Black Label Society. Mm-hmm. And that's mostly acoustic stuff and, you know, softer songs. And it's a great album. Mm-hmm. He's a good songwriter. I really enjoy this song. Also, I give it 8.5 too, because I really enjoy this song.
Wait a minute, I give it a 9.5.
Well, I mean 8.5 compared to what I had just rated the previous song, which was also an 8.5.
Oh, good save. All right, moving on to a band called Axon Connors, which maybe is just the dude. I don't know. The song is called "Creator Became Absolute." The band is from Turkey, 2008. The album is Nowhere to Escape Sin's 2016. Okay, my notes are as following. What the fuck are these Antifa dudes doing around that stream? They're going to pollute it. I hate videos that have close-ups of people's mouths.
Yes.
I keep expecting Bigfoot to come out from behind a tree and fuck these guys up for being so awful. Did he just blow smoke through his eye holes? The solo is, well, not that good. The singing is, well, not that good. The drumming is, well, not that good. This is what happens when you let people running tattoo shops think they can have a band. 5.0 Dreadwood.
Wow. Yeah. I think they're listed as technical death black metal something or other.
Yeah, technical melodic black death metal.
Something like that. Yeah. Basically, it's technical death metal with black metal styled vocals.
Yep, totally.
And that pretty much sums it up. The guitar playing overall is, I think, pretty good. That's about the only redeeming quality of the song. The video is weird. I'm not sure if I'm assuming it's meant to be comical, but I
think those dudes are being serious. I totally do.
I don't know. It's two guys in skull masks playing in the woods. And then I was like, dude, back the fuck up. I don't want to see what you had for breakfast.
I saw a porno called that one time.
I'm with you. The close up of the mouth, and then why bother wearing masks if you're gonna do that shit?
Right.
Yeah, I get the feeling these guys don't get out of the basement very often.
No.
So I gave it a 6.0.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're more lenient than I was.
There's the guitar playing. I thought the guitar playing was decent.
All right.
So.
But when the one dude did that thing with the axe where he was just like, stop, it's like, raw. It's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so awful. Anyway, our next band is called Temptations Wings. And it was very hard to Google this band because my Google kept saying, you mean down? You mean down?
Right.
You mean down? Anyway, and they're not like a big band. I don't even know where the fuck they're from. I figured out that they're around from 2011 from somewhere.
They're on the Metallica
Metal Encyclopedia or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah, and I want to say North Carolina, possibly. It's a 3-piece band. I remember that much.
This song is called "Lair of the Gorgon Queen." Taken from their album Skullthor Ebonblade, which is like every 12-year-old's Dungeons and Dragons character is named something exactly like that. Released March 10th of this year. Yeah, Skullthor Ebonblade. Yeah. Just a quick story about Dungeons and Dragons characters, right? We were in this party of people, right? Mm-hmm. And my buddy Joe, he named his character Viper because he's an assassin, right?
Yeah.
So like every once in a while when he would do something, we would go, protected by Viper from the car alarm fucking company.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. But he also had this character named Rama one time.
Just to interject real quick.
Yeah.
He would have been going by Viper. I'd have to give him the Viper thing from G.I. Joe, remember?
Oh yeah.
I've come to vipe your windows.
Oh yeah, I'll be there at 3:30. So he also had a character named Rama. We called him Lord Lama Ding Dong.
God.
I know, we were dicks, right? I think that character ended up getting polymorphed into a turtle. All right, so anyway, on the Temptations Wings Lair of the Gorgon Queen. I absolutely love the somber tone of the opening guitars. I can't tell if the cover art is supposed to be power metal or I didn't finish. Oh, here we go. Or doom metal, because it's like got this dude who's holding up a Medusa head, and turning somebody to stone. Which that to me says power metal, right?
Yeah.
Then in the back there's all this like bong smoke, which says doom metal to me or stoner metal, right?
And oddly enough, it's a strange combination of both.
Right. Okay, let's be honest here. The singer sounds like a shitlord announcer for the WWF trying to sing. Not a fan of the singer at all. Holy fuck, that chorus is amazingly awful. And then my last note is, okay, I cannot take thinking about this song anymore. I think it is the musical equivalent of using a Sharpie to draw a rat logo on your jean jacket.
Wow. Okay,
I admit the solo is not that bad, but the song is way too long. I give it a 5.5 Dreadwind.
Ouch.
I know. Fuck
wow. Yeah, I saw Temptations Wings, and first thing I thought was, is this a down song? Wait.
I can't say.
It had a really interesting opening that sounded great,
mm-hmm.
that you were talking about, before the distorted guitar riff kicked in. And then when it's just that one guitar by itself, it sounds like someone rubbing a Brillo pad against a cheese grater.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen a porn called that too.
The tone did improve a bit when like the full guitars came in and everything else. I kept thinking too that the singer reminded me of somebody, and I finally placed it. He sounds like Lee Ving from the band Fear.
Oh, well, they were gonna say Roddy Piper, but
punk band Fear. It's kind of Dungeons and Dragons meets stoner / doom metal. Yeah.
It's not as cool as you think that would be.
It was a bit long. I don't know. I thought it was all right. I gave it a 7.0.
Damn. This is weird because like I think every single one, you're average higher than me today, I think. Which is like unheard of.
I don't know.
All right, so hey, that does it for our reviews of 10 songs. And we're going to talk about our top 5 favorite mascots today. And it's not necessarily like, sports teams or whatever. It could be anything, right? Mascot. So my number 5 favorite mascot is the Green Giant. Because he's like this fucking big, you go, ho, ho, ho. And he had like this little fucking kid Green Giant. He would come over the valley and like fuck up all these houses and then give them keys. I love the Green Giant.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. The Green Giant. Ho, ho, ho. Well, there you go.
Favorite mascots. Okay. Let's see. How about remember the Noid from
I
Domino's?
do. I tried to
Yeah.
avoid him, but I remember.
Avoid the Noid. Yeah.
All right, that's your
That was
number
my
five.
number 5. Yeah.
All right, my number four is Mayhem from the commercials. I just love the fact that the guy
Oh yeah.
he just like totally obliviously like fucks everything up, right? And also I know that guy. He's like, and it's really weird. Like there's this series on HBO called Oz about these dudes in prison, and like two of the main stars of Oz are now shilling for insurance, right?
Hmm.
Like the bald guy was Schillinger, and then this guy also Mayhem. He was also on Oz. Every time I see it, I think, man, he's like probably late for getting cornholed in the showers right now. So Mayhem, that's my number four.
Okay. My number 4 is the green fluffy baseball mascot thingy. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's I don't watch baseball, but I just know it's the furry green. I don't know what it's supposed to be. He looks like a Muppet with the snout that sticks out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you know what you're talking about. I know
I,
exactly what you're
I
talking
don't
about.
even know what team he's for, but he's hilarious. I just think it's funny
All right.
because it's so ridiculous. It doesn't go with anything. You know?
Yeah, I know it's not like he's not like a cowboy for the Cowboys. He's
Yeah, like the Cardinals have a guy in a Cardinal costume, and
right.
stuff like
The Raiders
that.
have like a pirate or some shit.
Yeah, no, this is just some weird green fluffy creature thing, and yeah, it's just so ridiculous. It's funny.
I always thought that it was weird that Alabama was elephants, and
Elephants.
then I saw the definition of that or the meaning behind that. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Uh,
Anyway, my number three is Eddie the Head of Iron Maiden fame, and me and some dudes that I know we're doing what we're gonna call the Council of Ed, and we're all going to cosplay various Eddie the Heads.
cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be Peace of Mind Eddie the Head, so I'm going to be like in a straight jacket. It's gonna be cool.
Nice. What
Your
number
number
are we on? Number three. Tony the Tiger.
Oh, that's great.
He's great. I like tigers, and I like the cereal too.
Yeah.
Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes.
Yeah, I do. I like Frosted Flakes. I don't like tigers. They seem like really narcissistic lions. They're like, look at me, I got all these stripes. Anyway, my number two is Brutus the Buckeye, right? And I'm going to give number one Ohio State, right? But number two, right? Like I've heard all these stories about the various people who've played Brutus the Buckeye getting just all kinds of tail just because they were the Brutus the Buckeye, and these weird chicks in college want them to keep the Buckeye head on while they're doing them.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So Brutus the Buckeye is my number two.
Gee. Okay. I had to go with you kind of flip flop one or two for me, but for number two, I'm gonna go with Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden, just like my number three. All right.
Yeah.
Eddie's pretty cool.
It's Eddie.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. My number one is what the fuck is like this weird voice in the background.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Is that your old lady saying, "Shut up, you fuckers"? Eddie should have been number one. All right, my number one is Vic Rattlehead from Megadeth.
That's my number one.
Because fucking Vic Rattlehead is so amazingly awesome. I used to have this shirt. It was my only blue heavy metal shirt. It was like tie-dye blue, and it had like Vic Rattlehead's skull, and it had like the anatomy of Vic.
Mm-hmm.
Vic's just awesome to start with. I mean, he's got sunglasses bolted to his head. So that's your number one too?
Between Rust in Peace and Peace Sells with Who's Buying, those two awesome covers.
And not only that, Vic Rattlehead and Eddie the Head are like ways for the bands to sell like 75,000 shirts.
Yeah, and then I also liked on how he's on the back of Countdown to Extinction, and he's got the abacus
with the skulls.
With the skulls on it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally like that too. All right then. Well, that wraps it up for.
He looks cool on the new album too, the Dystopia. He's got.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah. My favorite Eddie the Head is when it is Somewhere in Time, where he's got like the gun.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right, so hey, that wraps it up for this edition of Hangar 18. Perhaps we know too much. I'd like to thank that one viewer who came back. Maybe they were like, well, maybe I'll go back and see if they're talking about Transformers now. And they were sorely disappointed.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go to Dredwin's favorite part of the show where I plug my appearances. I will be as Cobra Trooper next week. I will be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo on both days. Well, I guess it's 3 days, but I'll be there on Saturday and Sunday. And I think we'll be collecting for Toys for Tots. because
Cool.
Toys for Tots kicks off at Grand Rapids Comic Con, and we're gonna collect donations for Toys for Tots because that's what we do. We're charity.
Awesome.
And if you want to see me in the Dragon Con parade giving a little kid a high five, go to my Cobra Trooper page and skip all the way up to like 50 minutes into it because it's like the parade coverage, and you'll see me very briefly walk across the screen, give a little kid a high five.
Cool.
Yep. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. Dreadwind.
It's a big parade too.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
totally is a big parade.
Yeah.
We waited for an hour for it to get started. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything going on, so catch y'all next week.
All right. What's up, motherfuckers? We're out.